Let's start on the Celtics side. We know Marcus Smart will start at the point. How else will the rotation of Brad Stevens change, including maybe the use of Jaylen Brown tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different, Casey. We did see the Celtics switch back to that smaller lineup in Game 2. They started Gerald Green in the place of Amir Johnson. Coach Brad Stevens told us minutes ago that with Marcus Smart at the point, he's going to move Gerald back to that second unit, and Amir is going to be back in the starting lineup. He said, we want to start bigger, we want to focus defensively, and let that set the tone early on.
Kristen, how much has the talk been about pride? Even though the Spurs lost last night, we saw them fight hard in doing so. This was as bad a defeat as we've seen in a conference final in Game 2. How much has it been about pride, that discussion, at least giving some fight in this game for Boston?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, Casey. It's really loud out here as we're warming up. The Celtics are continuing to warm up, but I believe you asked me something about Avery Bradley and Isaiah Thomas. If so, then... Okay, the pride of the Celtics is what I have heard you have asked me here. I just, like I said, spoke with Coach Stevens just a few minutes ago, and one of the things that he said is when he was in a similar position when he coached at Butler, knowing that he was going to be outmatched, knowing that he was facing a team that was bigger, better, stronger, faster, he said, you know, we used to play against a guy named Al Horford and Joakim Noah and defended him and those guys with a doctor and a dentist. So he said, I've been in this kind of position before. I know that this is something that these guys still can do. He said that it's not just about their pride being on the line. It's about getting back to what they knew got them here, getting back to what is the Celtics identity. And I know that that's been the focus, and that's been his message to these guys. You know, the message LeBron has sent Kristen on the floor has been that maybe he's in his prime, right? In the 14th year. I mean, this is the best version of LeBron we've seen through a playoff. It very well may be, Casey, and it's unbelievable to think that in this season for LeBron James, this is the best that we could see from him. We're watching him set so many records. We're watching him set so many milestones and notch so many more career milestones that this is the best that we've seen him in the postseason thus far. It's one of the things that our David Aldridge said in Game 2. He said, you know, watching him over these last 13 years, this very well may be the very best that we've ever seen him play. One of the things that I've said a handful of times is the difference that I've seen just behind the scenes and watching him at practice and seeing him every single day out here is that he's having a lot of fun. He just seems to be having a great time playing ball. He's walking around, he's singing, he's dancing, he feels loose. You can tell that he's feeling really good, that doesn't feel like he has anything left to prove, and yet he's continuing every night to prove that he can be better. Well, already loud. The game hasn't even started. It'll get a lot louder. Enjoy the atmosphere tonight, Kristen. Always appreciate it.